This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kingdom Time Entertainment presents another epic event, Mania, the Lyricist Showdown. Bringing to you some of the dopest CHH lyricists on the East Coast. Featuring live on the night will be Lyricy, D-Well,
MOG's back stronger than ever, this for my city. So I don't need permission for people on the committee.
Architect,
Hot on my shame, it was dirty and low down. Keenan Wayne's in this color, I'm
Lady Davina,
I'm a little Esther, I was saved by grace. And a little Deborah, they gon' judge my place.
Richard Dauphin,
And me, I'm just trying to change the narrative, but they don't want me in the game. I'm Colin Kaepernick.
Rik Montero,
Won't play fair when it comes to deliverance. We casting legions to demon stone cold.
C4 Crotona,
Difference between beef and war. Anointing oil, you want to squeegee, wipe the curses off a Ouija board.
Jarred Allstar,
God said, if you smell it loud, that's the real rock. Rapping with the ghost, gotta sound like D-Block.
making a guest appearance on the night will be Selah the Corner,
I speak life to the heretic. Yes, you were a definite. I can hear him clearly, you could never try to deafen it. Love
It all takes place on Saturday, April 20th, live from Church City, USA, Jamaica, New York. Doors open 7 p.m. Admission is only $10. Tickets are available at www.ticketsource.us. Come and experience lyrical excellence at its best. Don't miss the history. Make sure you're in the building.
Y'all gotta understand, there's nothing like the Kingdom Choice Awards on the planet.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap, and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Marcus Hall, and I want to welcome you to another episode of Real Rap 100, where we have real rap and we keep it 100. This platform is sponsored by Kingdom Time Enterprises, which is a multimedia production company, and it's also sponsored by God Clothing, which is our new clothing apparel. If you ain't checked it out, you need to go check it out. You can actually go to the website live at www.buyclothing.store for some of the illest, freshest Christian apparel that you need to have in your wardrobe, in your selection. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to look as fly as me, you got to be wearing By God Clothing. You heard? Yeah. So yeah, By God Clothing. Get hip to that. Listen, it's a blessing to be here again for another episode of Real Rap 100, which is the realest platform where we keep it real. Tonight, I will not be hosting the whole thing. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm congested. I don't want to be coughing on everybody. I don't want y'all to catch what I got. You know what I'm saying? But keep me in prayer, man. I've been battling this thing for a couple weeks, and I usually don't hold on to this stuff for long. But hey, there's some new strain of things going around, so God got to give me a new level of immunity. You know what I'm saying? For real. But yo, shout out to Evie in the chat. For those who are jumping on, please share the link. Share the link and let them know that we are live. Real Rap 100 is live, and we're about to have some real talk. We're going to be talking with some of the artists who will be performing at one of the most anticipated events for the spring, Mania. Listen, as a promoter, I don't really get excited about events because as a promoter, a lot of the weight of the event is on me. So I'm too busy organizing, promoting, marketing, and taking on the stress of the event. But I'll be honest with you, with this particular event, I'm excited. For real. I'm excited, like, to see a lineup like this of amazing Christian hip-hop lyricists. Listen, there's no weak links, man. Everybody on this card is bringing something crazy to the table. And they're all solid people, genuine people who love God, but they got bars, yo. So listen, if you are in the tri-state area, the place to be next week, Saturday, it's Jamaica, Queens for Bar Mania. You're going to experience something that is just going to be so epic that if you miss it, you will have missed a lot. Well, before I introduced the host, I just need to make a few announcements. After Bar Mania next year, the next big thing coming to the city is this event, City Fest. City Fest is a urban outreach festival that we will be doing in Jamaica, Queens. We'll be reaching people. We'll be touching lives, man. This is evangelistic. We're going to be hitting the street. This is we outside for this one. You know what I'm saying? And we're about a bunch of people who submitted from all over the country for this event. We got artists coming from as far as California who will be here. We've officially locked in the lineup. There's still a couple of spots left, but we will be announcing the lineup possibly next week. We got a large amount of artists, Christian hip hop singers, gospel reggae, spoken word, all of that good stuff. And it's going to be a blessing, man. So please lock the date, June 29th. All roads leads to Jamaica, Queens, New York City for City Fest, the Urban Outreach Festival. All right. Next up, we have KCA 2024 Kingdom Choice Awards. We're back. We're back at Symphony Space Broadway. And we're just working on creating another movie, man. Another night just for God to get the glory, and to present Christian hip hop in an excellent way and at its best. And it's gonna be dope. If you've been attending the KCA, you know we always strive, excuse me, for excellence. And it's already coming together. Let me say that. We've locked in a few people already, just this week. And I think we're looking at a solid event once again. We're always trying to take it to the next level. So please lock in the date. The main event is Saturday, September 28th, live from Symphony Space, Broadway, New York City. The pre-show will be on Friday, September 27th. If you remember last year, there was a crazy storm that took place where we had to cancel the pre-show just for the safety of people. People still wanted to come. Even a lot of ticket holders were still calling saying, hey, we want to be there. People flew in from as far as Oklahoma for that event. And unfortunately, we had to cancel for the safety of people. But this year, we're gonna run it back. We're going to run it back. So you think you got bars. We're going to run it back. The pre-show is going to be dope. And then the following day will be the main event. All roads leads to Broadway for 2024 Kingdom Choice Awards. It is going to be a movie. All right. So make sure you're in the building. For those who may be interested in sponsoring or being a sponsor for the Kingdom Choice Awards, please send us an email, Kingdom Choice Awards, nyc@gmail.com. And if you want to see the packages, you can go to kingdomtimemedia.co and click on the Kingdom Choice Awards link, and it will give you all of the information about the event, or even on how to submit. Even if you're just interested in submitting an artist for a particular category, we have a couple of new categories this year. But if you want, additional information on the Kingdom Choice Awards, go to kingdomtimemedia.co. kingdomtimemedia.co, or you can send us an email and request the sponsorship package, and send us an email to Kingdom Choice Awards nyc@gmail.com. So that's it for our announcements for this week. I'm about to introduce our host. This brother, not only is he going to be hosting tonight, but he is also on the card for Bar Mania. We couldn't have a Bar Mania and not have this guy on the card because he's known, he's certified. You know what I'm saying? He's a barologist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I created that term. The same way C4 Crotona created gritty CHH, Marcus Hall created barologist. Yeah, I'm claiming it. What? Don't say nothing. That's mine. I created that. I think I did anyway. You know what I'm saying? Barologist. You know what I mean? Shout out to Paito in the building. Salute to you, bro. Shout out to Willie Green in the building. I see you. For those who are jumping in, please share the live. Let them know that Real Rap 100 is live. So without no further ado, please, I need y'all to give a Real Rap 100 welcome to our brother, the co-host tonight, Richard Dauphin.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
Yo, we here. You know, we about to get into the proceedings this evening, man. That's all it is.
Word. Yo, shout out to Pastor Richie Righteous in the chat. Salute to you, King. Yeah, that's where Bar Mania will be going down live from the iconic,
the Christian hip
hop, the ER, the emergency room.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise known as Church City, USA. Listen, Christian hip hop is in the fabric. You know what I'm saying? It's in the fabric of the building. You know what I'm saying? We got that Richie Righteous and Corey Red and Precise anointing still. The residue of the oil is still there. You know what I'm saying? So,
holy ground.
Yeah.
Christian hip hop holy ground right there.
Exactly. Shout out to DJ Jamo tuning in all the way from the UK. Salute to you, King. I see you a regular now. Yeah. Blessings to you, bro. But yeah, Rich, first, you know, before I just turn it over to you for the night, how you feeling, bro? Bar Mania.
Yo, I'm like you, I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for the card. Not just, I'm thinking taking myself out of being the fact that I'm performing or being on the card, but also with the lineup. Like, I'm excited by the line. So it's easy to get in fan mode. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to get in fan mode because, like you said earlier, everybody, there's like how I was describing to people who were coming on board. Like, listen, there's no bathroom breaks.
Word.
There's no bathroom breaks. If you think, oh, I don't know this person, let me go ahead and sneak to the bathroom, you done missed it. Like, it's already like this, it's nonstop. And what I like about the card is everybody's different.
Right.
Everybody's bringing something different. And everybody, I mean, there's something for everybody. So that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Word. All right, man. Well, listen, we got some of the artists backstage waiting already. We got Lady Davina, C4 Crotona, Architect is backstage. Our host, we didn't even announce this yet, but our host, Range the Artist, is backstage. You know what I'm saying? Bring him in as soon as you can, Rich, because this dude, he at work. You know what I'm saying? He's stealing an hour. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
In the name of Jesus, though. So it's all right. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? And we got we got Rik Montero backstage too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're not even gonna hold things up anymore. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baron Mack in the building too. Salute to you, King. Rich, I'm gonna turn it over to you, bro, and you can introduce your first guest. All right? Blessings, everybody.
Let's get it. Salute to Marcus Hall for spearheading this event. And like I said, remember he told me about it. It's like, yo, what you think about this event called Bar Mania? And I was like, Bar Mania? Okay, is that type of party? The event sells itself. You know what I'm saying? The event is definitely sells itself, so you don't want to miss it. Make sure you get your tickets. You know what I mean? You can get your tickets right now. You don't have to wait for the day of. You don't have to wait. You can get your tickets right now at www.ticketsource.us. So it's only $10. It's the $10 holla, so you can't beat it. You know what I mean? So listen, so without any further ado, we just dropped the bomb, you know, the exclusive. Your host for this event, the host, I'm gonna bring up the host, a person who's definitely no stranger to the Christian hip hop scene in New York City. He's one of the breakout artists. One of the, I think the last year's Kingdom Choice Awards, if you were in the building, I think he cemented himself as one of the premier performers, like a main attraction to see on the stage. A brother who's definitely humble, has the heart of God, and he got the bangers, man. He definitely got the bangers, and he's gonna be hosting. He's hosting that night to bring forth that energy. I need everybody to show your love for my bro, Range the Artist. Range the Artist is in the building.
Yeah. Y'all can hear me? Though?
We hear you. We hear you, bro. You solid.
All right. Bar Mania is going down. Listen. I'm at work right now. I'm on a break. I work at the hospital, in case you guys didn't know. And I specifically work on the neurological unit, homie. So after these people get finished blowing your mind, you're going to have to come see me. You heard? You're going to have to come see me. I got to make sure your vitals is all right. You know what I'm saying? What up, Rich?
Yo, man. How does it feel to be hosting this event? How does it feel to be there that night, to be hosting this event? Let's start there.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to hit the bars. And anytime I get an opportunity to kind of like build y'all up and talk y'all up, I always enjoy it. Somebody was just asking me if I'm nervous to host. And the funny thing is I'm not nervous at all to do the hosting bit, because this right here is wildly just plain exciting for me. To just love on the brothers and sisters and make sure that they get the spotlight they deserve, and make sure the crowd is warmed up and ready to receive what y'all about to put down. You know, about to layeth the smacketh down on Bar Mania. You know what I'm saying?
Fire. Let me ask you this. You kind of alluded to it, but what do you think? What are you most looking forward to seeing that night?
That's tough, man, because it's just a matter of, I want to see who's coming with surprises, who's coming with a new record, who's coming with straight bars, who's coming with a freestyle, or, you know what I'm saying, who's just coming to just mix it up and do a combination of both and perform and go crazy. Like, I'm excited for the surprises because I really don't know what's coming. So I don't know if they coming with, you know, something they already performed 2, 3, 4 times, or if they coming with something that's brand new, or if they just doing a cappella. I don't know. So I think that's the thing I'm most excited about, the surprise.
Oh, man. And I'll tell y'all this, like, I had the privilege of having you host. I didn't even know if you've ever hosted before, but you hosted, you know, the Vanguard Talk album release, the Vanguard Talk experience, and you did an amazing job hosting. And have you hosted before prior to this? I'm assuming that you had, like, as far as like events, like.
I've hosted one other event prior to yours. And that was the first thing that it was actually my first performance and the first time hosting anything all wrapped in one. And it was the Brotherhood Conference back in 2019. But it came natural because all I had to do was tell the crowd to be hyper and to give it up for the people that was coming up next. And I'm not going to lie, I'll keep it a buck. I stole a lot from Steve Altador.
Shout out to Steve.
Shout out to Steve. Yeah, man.
Church City's finest, man. Well, listen, I ain't gonna keep you. I know you on your break, man. I mean, can you tell the people, let the people know? I know you are an artist as well. You have anything in the work that you're working on that you want to plug so the people can tap into? You know what I'm saying? Before I let you go back.
I don't want
Marcus
to beat me up. I don't want Marcus to beat me up, right? He just won. He gave me up next artist, right? And I ain't dropped nothing since. I was just resting on my laurels. Life hit. But listen, I have something spectacular coming up. For anybody that speak a little Espanolo, for anybody that love to dance a little something, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, we need that.
Dropping real soon, okay? And this joint is definitely gonna make you get on up out your seat.
Fire.
It may be, you know what I mean? I don't want to give too much away, but we got a couple EPs in the works too. You know what I'm saying? Before the end of the year. Couple EPs dropping before the end of the year. But first, let's start off with the Spanish joint. You know what I'm saying? A little Espanol. I'm not Spanish, by the way. I don't speak Spanish, but the Lord placed it on my heart. He made me Spanish for a day. He said, make this record one time. You know what I'm saying? So I said, let me represent for all of the Espanol speaking people. And that's what we did, baby. That's what we did. So be on the lookout. Raise the
Tap into my wife,
everywhere.
Evie. She gave you the Dominican, the Puerto Rican flag. Salute, you get a pass for that record and that record alone. So definitely hold it down. Yo, Range, can't wait to see you host, man. Hold it down. There goes your host, ladies and gentlemen, for Bar Mania. Salute to you, King Range, the artist.
I better see y'all there. Come on.
And now, as we keep it moving, I told you the chat and the queue, we got people all in. Range is an amazing host, so I know we, as the artist, I mean, listen, the mood that night is going to be fuego. Yo, shout out to my man Dave Vera in the building. Shout out to my bro Architect. Shout out to my wife Evie E in the building. Shout out to my pastor Richard Dauphin, Richard Dauphin's very own pastor. Appreciate you, good sir. And now we about to get to Lady Davina. My sisters, where my ladies at? Holding it down for the ladies. Lady Davina, how are you, woman of God?
I am well. I'm well. Hi, everybody. I'm on Real Rap 100.
Real Rap 100. Bar Mania.
Bar
April
Mania.
20th.
Yes.
And you are going to be one of the artists who are going to be gracing the stage. So let me know, how do you feel to be a part of this event?
You know,
hold on, I think your sound went out.
let's see. Can you hear me now?
You back. Yeah, you back. You good, sis.
Sorry. I feel good about Bar Mania. Never you ask me the question again.
What was that?
What did you say? I said, ask me the question again. My sound went out, and I was trying to hear you.
I said, how does it feel to be a part of that card? Like to be
it feels great. I feel honored about it. You know, I'm on the card with rappers that's been rapping forever, you know, and I feel like a baby in the game. So it feels good. It feels good. I don't know what to say. I'm just ready to do what I need to do. I'm nervous about it.
And let me ask, because I ain't gonna front, I want to ask you a question, even in regards to, you said you feel like you're a baby in this game. Like when it comes down to you rapping, is this something that you've always done and just started, or this is something that's fairly new to you that you get in the swing of? Or tell us your journey as a lyricist.
My journey, I've been writing since I've been a kid, singing, writing songs, doing music. I would never rap per se because my sister was the rapper in my family, so I would be her hype man, you know. But I would write bars, I write songs and things like that. It wasn't until I got with Allstar that you know, like it to when I listen to rap coming up. So if I don't feel like I'm as good as what I hear, I ain't doing it. Right?
Okay.
But it wasn't until he gave me some encouragement and was like, you know, like, nah, like you need to rap because you got everything else, so why not? So the flows was already there because of my writing songs and things like that, and doing the music. So it was just putting it together, and it's fun. It's so much fun for me. Coming from a singing background, we was real militant with everything, and it wasn't as when doing music, we had to be real serious about it. That's the way I was brought up. So I found fun in music when I started rapping, so I'm doing it.
I hear it. I mean, for me, I used to catch the lives when I would see, you and your husband, like he'd be rapping, then you would just be on the ad libs, and I'm like, oh, she fire.
Yeah.
I would tell him, wife, be like, oh, look at the way you was on point with the ad libs, and I was like, oh, she, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You know what I mean? And then when I heard that record with you and Rik, and that's the first time I heard you rap. And even
my husband here with me.
Even on that record, my brother.
What happened? What happened?
Jarred Allstar, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey,
Jarred Allstar. When I heard y'all want to rumble with the, you know what I'm saying? Like when you came off, I was like, throw a blessing on your whole family. And the bounce on the record, I thought you was just hype man in it. So when I heard you spit, I was like,
yeah, that song was fun. As soon as I heard the beat, I don't even what's I supposed to be on that song?
Rik, shout out to my brother Rik Montero. Originally was like, yo, I got this hook idea, and he gave us this idea, and Davina made it her own, of course. And then after that, he was like, yo, just tell her to take a verse, and I was like, okay, it's not gonna be our record anymore. and she stole our song. So
because
yeah, and she stole our song. So that's
the song. Stop the song. When I heard it, when I heard the beat, it automatically had me moving. So when a song makes me move, we gotta go with it. It's just it was a good song though, man.
Cause your bounce on the record was just like, I was like, yo, like it was just perfect, man. It was definitely just perfect. And shout out to my bro Architect. He said something that I think I'm gonna like. Y'all should get shirts. He called y'all Mr. and Mrs. Smith with the bars.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Man,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
I
gotta keep up with him.
Back.
I gotta keep up with him.
We're gonna scratch all that talk.
I gotta keep up with him.
Everybody knows that's not it. Here's the thing. Right? She's so amazing that like I have to do records alone and with my brothers and stuff to take a break from having to keep up with her. She breathes on the track. Her anointing just shows in everything she does, and it just makes me so proud. To just be her husband in the first place. Even if I was just her friend, I'd be like the proudest friend. Like she's amazing, and I'm glad she's now at a place where more people are starting to be exposed to her gifting, and God is taking her out how he is. Her first official single drops the day of Bar Mania.
Yes,
April 20th.
April 20th.
I'm Davina. Hello.
Bomb drop.
Get your tickets. For Bar Mania.
Nah.
You do not want to miss. Listen, her first single.
Talk about it.
My first single.
What is it called?
I'm Davina. Hello.
Oh, there it goes. her first single is I just can't wait. April 20th.
I hope y'all like it. I really do hope y'all like it because, like I said, I feel like a baby. So I feel like, you know, like when we went to KCA's, I was like, man, I really got to see the family of CHH out here in New York, I would say. And then those that came down too, because I wasn't in this realm, I would say, but it really put me up or gave me a lot more respect for Christian hip hop when I came in.
I want to say this. I'm gonna ask you guys both this question. How is it? How do you feel? Since I have you, Jarred, here, like, how does it feel? I'm asking everybody's question. How does it feel to be a part of a car like Bar Mania? To be there, you know what I mean? Because you are, you know, without a shadow of doubt, I like to call one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? You was definitely officially one of them ones. And just taking back to I remember the first time I heard you. You know, we was on the 7 Last. They was doing the 7 Last bar. Shout out to my bro. L Butler, and everybody was a part of the 7 Last Bars, right? I couldn't make it because I had an engagement, or I think I was sick. So I think I was sick around that time, so I wasn't able to make it. So I didn't hear nobody's. I recorded by myself. So then when I looked at everybody's, I'm looking at everybody go, and then there was this one dude I did not know. That was you. And then when I heard you rap, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, you gonna know. Because that day I heard and I was like, oh, I know what that is. I know what time he on. See, I know what killers smell like. You know what I'm saying? I know what a killer smell like. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, I ain't never heard him before. So I was just like, oh, I had to do the research. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was right. I had to tell Marcus, like, yo, listen, there's this dude out in Long Island.
No, and I can answer your question. And I can answer your question simply with that, based off of what you said. I tell you this every time I see you. I got nothing but love and respect for you because of the fact that if you didn't have a humble enough spirit to say, even though, yo, check this person out, because people don't do that naturally. It's not a thing that our flesh allows us to do, to be that sharing and caring, unfortunately. But that's why I know you're a man of God, bro, and you get so much respect from me. And that's why this card is what this card is. I love everybody. The only person I haven't met personally is D Will. Other than that, I know all y'all. And I don't want to spoil if I got records coming out with everybody on the card, but I might have a record coming out with everybody on the card. Right. So it's like the entire C4. Of course, everybody knows me and Rik got the God Report. If you haven't heard the God Report EP, it's basically Davina's too. We should just add her to the team. To that, it's her too. And then yourself, of course, Architect. Shout out to Architect. We got so many things in the work. That's the bro for real too. Lyricy. Little sis, she's one of the humble ones. Herself. Super excited about that. Who else? Selah the corner. He pulling up the Great Banquet. Got a record with him. Go check out the video if you can, please.
Been working, boy. You've been working.
Bar Mania is about to be crazy.
It's the day after my birthday.
It is. It's the day after his birthday, so we celebrating all weekend.
Yo, I'm bugged. Apostle Eric Acevedo told me he got a record with you. You got the Apostle.
See, he do. Yeah. He do. Look, he don't let the cat out the bag. We got a record.
I see the joy. I like, it's about to be like, yo. Nah, it's definitely dope, man. I want to ask you guys one more question before I leave, because I know it's dinner time. You know what I'm saying? This is watching dinner time and all that. Trying to get in between that, right? I want to ask you guys, like, with lyricism being somewhat of a lost art. As it comes down to hip hop, because a lot of what's commercially out there is more the melodic rap, and lyricism is not so much at the forefront as it has been in the past. So you guys being artists who are definitely intentional about what you write, what is it about what you say and the intentionality behind what you say? Why are you so intentional with your craft?
You just said it. You just said it. And the Lord placed this on my spirit, and I've been sharing it actually for like a week now.
Yeah.
About how a lot of times we want attention, but we don't have intention. So you literally, that's how I know you know the spirit. See what I'm saying? The spirit don't lie, bro. You know the spirit. Yo. Like it really is.
I'm not writing for nothing. We in ministry. It's not about me trying to put myself out there.
Every word is intentional. Even though we're lyricists and we enjoy, like she said earlier, I heard her saying we have fun making music. Even though something may be like, oh, that was fun. If the intention wasn't there, scrap it.
Right.
Like it could be as hard as we like, and this is no knock to any artist. We just have to get away if we're going to put Christian on our names when it comes to hip hop, of just saying something for shock value or because it sounds cool. And remember that intention still has to be there. It has to connect some way to Christ. and not just to, oh, that was some good wordplay.
Right. And you might as well go play outside if you're doing that.
Go play outside.
I'm sorry.
Yikes.
There you heard it. This is why we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith with the bars, man. Yo, Jarred Allstar. We got Davina in the building. Yo, I need everybody to get their tickets. April 20th is
Get your
going
tickets.
down.
We are
Right
celebrating
now.
my birthday that night.
And we're gonna be celebrating his birthday that so that means all of Long Island is gonna be in the building. So you
The
have
humble
to come
ones.
in early because Long
If
Island.
you
don't
consider
play
yourself a humble one, the humble
that.
one.
Heavy one. Humble ones in
Yeah.
the building. Get your tickets, ticketsource.us. Yo, Jarred Allstar, Davina, much love. Salute.
Love
to
you, bro.
y'all.
I didn't even know you was on here
y'all.
until I sat down. Love
Bye,
you.
everybody.
We here. All right, fam. Salute, salute, salute. There you have it. Like, listen. There's no bathroom breaks. No bathroom breaks in the building. Make sure you get your tickets. But we gonna keep it going, man. All the way from the BX. All the way from the BX, birthplace of hip hop. Shout out to the Boxing Bully on the check-in, man. All the way from the Bronx, birthplace of hip hop. One of the premier NYC spitters. I had the honor and privilege of seeing this brother just put on various freestyles and mixtapes. He's also part of the Menace movement. And I need everybody to show your love in the chat. By all means, man. One time for my bro, C4 Crotona in the building. C4.
What up?
Bro?
What's going on, Brody?
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Just can't wait for next week. It can't come quick enough. You know what I mean?
All right. Yo, let me ask you this. You have coined this term, gritty CHH. What is gritty CHH to you? What is that dynamic? Because I love the title. What is gritty CHH? Talk to the people.
Yo, gritty CHH is a few things, but you know, to keep it simple, man, gritty CHH is boom bap, but you know, boom bap it could be anything, but it's just kind of like that hard, that dark kind of sound, you know, instrumentation and all that type of stuff, as well as the message being evangelistic. You know what I mean? There's some artists I feel like make music towards the church, and then like gritty CHH would be from the church to the world, trying to reach the lost, and
right.
Yeah, I mean, so that's what gritty CHH is. That's what you know what I mean, what I made it for, what I made the name for. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And what I love about it is because there's something for everybody, you know, and in the kingdom. You know, there's something for the kingdom, you know, and there's no, especially sonically, you know what I'm saying? Especially sonically, like, you know, you got some people like more of that down south, like that trap, like that, you know, and now like, you know, the Jersey club type of bounce with it, you know. So I appreciate the fact that the sound is so like authentically East Coast, and it's also the lyrics, and especially your lyrics, because you have this you have a sound to you, you know what I mean, a sound. And I want to speak on how do you approach a record? Like, what is your approach to a record? Like, what makes C4?
Right. Before I did music for the Lord, I used to be a secular artist. I used to be a battle rapper. I got a lot of footage out. I got a lot of footage out there when I was younger, battle rapping. I got battles on World Star Hip Hop and all of that stuff. So, so the way I look at it is, man, I used to go so hard with my gifts, you know what I mean? But I used them wrong. So, you know, how much better it is to use it for the Lord now. You know what I mean? So I just want to, in every record, every song, I just want to represent God. You know what I mean? Because I played with the devil with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, that's fire. You know, And I want to hear from you being on this card, being on this card. And I think on most cards, like, when you go to Christian hip hop card, there is that, you have a lot of different shades in the spectrum. You got people from all different flavors, all different places, but this is uniquely tailor-made to a specific demographic. Those people who are listeners, like who are listening intentionally for the bar. So how do you feel like, as far as a lyricist being a part of the event, and how is your process as far as like selecting with what to do, being the fact that the crowd for the most part is going to be a crowd that's listening for bars, so how is that for you?
You know what? It's exciting. It's something to look forward to, because for me, a lot of times when I do events, just depending where, it's always in my mind, like, I feel like they're not gonna understand me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. Just certain references
right.
that I might use. Like, there's been times where I have done events, and it's not like they hating or they don't whatever. They don't understand what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just, this is exciting. I actually heard about this card before it was announced, and I was just like, I hope Marcus Hall hit me up. This sounds like my kind of thing.
Nah, man, you definitely you got the right one. You know what I mean? You got the right one, man. Let me. What are you excited about? Like, wanting to be in as far as like with that card. Like, what is your excitement level revolving around with the other acts that are there?
Well, you know what? Just the atmosphere. There's something. Listen. I love CH8. I love the music that comes out of this little corner that we do. All styles, not just gritty CH8. Right. But man, there's something about when you're in a room full of people that can really rap. You know what I mean? You can't like, you know what I mean? You can't copy that. You can't fake that. Like, it's real. And there's just been a long time since I've been in an environment where everybody's like, yo, I'm coming to rap really good today.
That's a fact.
And I just feel like that type of energy, that atmosphere makes everybody even, perform harder. You know what I mean? And really, put a great show, as well as, I pray that seeds will be planted. You know what I mean? That there'll be some, unsaved people in there that'll get saved. Pray that there'll be some believers in there that's maybe walking a little slower, that might want to put some pep in their step. You know what I mean? Or
I love it, man. And I feel you with that, because going into certain cards, like you just know, like, even though, like, I feel like this is like a street ball game. Like, if I had to use basketball terms, like, this is a street ball game. When you playing in the playground, there's certain moves that you want to do, but when you in the NBA, you can't do that. They be like, you trying to do a what? You trying to do a round the back, in and out? Nah, you can't do that here. You get benched for that. But when you in the streets, when you in the playground, people come to see that. They don't want to just come to see you just play basketball. They want to come to see something that they probably never seen before. So that's kind of like the setting. And you said it best. Like, people are coming for a specific reason to hear a specific thing, man. And I'm definitely glad that you're definitely one of the artists that's going to be on the card. And when it comes down to you also being a part of the Menace movement, I want to ask this: how is it being the fact that you are a writer's writer, a lyricist? Like, how is the writing process? When you gotta like write with so many gifted writers? Like, is it sometimes intimidating? I don't want, like, is Nowadays going like this? Or, man, let me go ahead and be like, man, I listened to Monster and he's like, yo, Tava went off. Do I gotta go back and rewrite mine, or do I gotta take my pen? Like, how is that process for you?
It's not really like too challenging. I don't think about it too much, because the way I approach it is I just got to play my part. I can only be the best C4. I can't be Monster Tarver. I can't do what he do. I can't do what Nowadays do. Dayton. I can't do what they do. I can only do, what C4 Crotona could do. We all respect each other with our, particular styles and the Menace,
Nah, that's a beautiful thing, man. And that night, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you come with. You know what I mean? Because I think the stage is set for you to just get on that stage and just be you and do you. And that's what the people are definitely waiting for, man. So I want y'all, everybody, to show love to my bro C4 Crotona, who's gonna be holding it down at Bar Mania April 20th. Get your tickets, ticketsource.co. Man, make sure that you definitely in the building. Yo, C4, I'm gonna see you on the stage, bro. You ready?
All right, brody. Salute. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. C4 Crotona representing the Menace movement. He's gonna be holding it down. But right about now, I told you we not waiting. We gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it with a brother who's, I think, one of the artists that's been really putting pain when it comes down to rapping. I mean, when I talk about putting in that pain, I'm talking about for maybe a year and a half, every Friday, he's been dropping freestyles on his page. He got a mixtape with like 30 freestyles on it. Like, he was nominated for Lyricist of the Year last year, Kingdom Choice Award. Man, I need everybody to make some noise in the chat. Salute, get some fire emojis for my bro, Architect.
Yo, what's good, bro?
My guy, how are you?
I'm blessed, man. You know what's crazy too? It's not even. It's been more than a year and a half. It's been. This is the third year. So once I complete this whole year, that makes 3 years every Friday. Like, and it's been a blessing, man. It's tiring at times, but I've learned so much through that, and I feel like my writing has grown, my focus has grown. So yeah, no, it's God. It's a blessing, bro.
You know what 52 times 3 is? That's 156 freestyles. Just because.
Bro, I ain't even gonna hold you.
Like
I ain't even gonna hold you. The joint, I haven't even wrote.
That?
It was
sick mess.
It started off as just like a challenge to myself. Like, I remember I saw a couple people doing that, just like dropping freestyles here and there. And I was like, yo, I want to challenge myself for 1 year to just drop a freestyle every week. And then I did that. And after the year was done, I was like, all right, yo, that was fun. Like, I saw the growth in it. It was a blessing, man. And then everyone was already asking, like, yo, you running it back, bro? You doing the second year? And then it kind of just was like, all right, yeah. And then I did the second year. And then once again, I wasn't planning on doing the third year, but it was just like, it kind of just became routine at that point. You know what I mean? Like even like for tonight, like once we finish this interview, I still got to go home and I got to write my verse for tomorrow, record it, shoot it, edit it. But it's kind of like repetition now. You know what I mean? Like, where, I don't know, I'm sure you've been to this point, bro, where you just get so locked in where you don't even rely on inspiration. You just tap in with what God gave you and let that joint just bleed.
I love what you said, because I was gonna let to my next question. What motivates you? Like, what motivates your pen to move? What makes your pen move?
I mean, the honest answer, bro, is just my experience. Like, things I witness, things out here, you know, certain things that might pop up on like regular media things, you know what I mean? Like, I'll try to correlate, can I make a bar from that? Or can I, what does this make me feel? Can I make a song about that or a verse about that? You know what I mean? Like, a quick example would be like the whole Cole and Kendrick situation where Cole apologized and people feel a way about it, but then some people understand it. So like, stuff like that makes me think like, dang, like, yo, just choosing your inner peace, you know what I mean? Like what does that mean to people? You know what I mean? And then and from there, it'll be like, all right, I got to get right.
Yo, you are definitely one of the artists that I am excited that it to be a part of the card. Even though I'm hyped for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I have a special excitement, you know what I'm saying? Certain artists, just because I know where they came from, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen you over the years in countless events. And if you guys don't know, if you have never experienced an Architect performance, you are in for a treat. If you mess around and be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, I don't know him because I want to save up because the artist that I came is about to go on, you drop the ball. You know what I mean? Hold it. You know what I'm saying? Hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Because you definitely are one of the artists I've been campaigning for. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't got him on the card. Stop playing. Those that know. I ain't gonna put you on blast. Those that know.
You already know.
How does it feel for you to be on this call, bro?
I'm always eternally grateful, you know what I mean? For like, cause you know how it is, bro. Like we go back since like years. Like we talking about like 2000, like 2010, maybe 2011, something like that. It was like there was a good portion of my career where it just felt like I see what God gave me. I don't know if like church is really like banging with me. Like I don't know. Like I always had that like weird feeling. But then like just once I fully immerse myself into just being authentically myself and just allowing God to do what he do, you know what I mean? Like I've been seeing like people really tap in, like brothers like yourself who've always been campaigning, man, and just like, bro, even me getting a nomination last year with the KCAs, which was incredibly humbling to see who was on the nominees as well. But I know I wouldn't have even, like, my name wouldn't have been in there if it wasn't for cats like you, if it wasn't for cats like Conquest, who's like always supported me, you know what I mean, like on my journey, and just like inspired me. Cause bro, you know you a GOAT, man. Like every time I see you rap, I'll be like, bro, I gotta write tonight, man. Like ain't no days off when I see the homies black.
Listen, man, that's definitely humble, because you are definitely one of the, you know, they got the humble ones, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Jarred. He's like, the humble ones, you them hungry ones. You them hungry ones that, well, the way you see me, I'll be like, yo, you gotta put in work. You ain't doing nothing, Rik. I look at myself like, he got 156 freestyles. Like, he got 52 like freestyle, no song, just bars going like 52 bars every session. What you doing, Rich? But it's motivation, you know what I'm saying, to step your pen game up. Outside of that, because for those of you who don't, I can say this, you know what I'm saying, with my chest out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I could freestyle. Yeah. I'm coming from the core where drop the beat. I'm one of the emergency room freestyle, you know, champion alumnus from the emergency room. Shout out to Pastor Richie Righteous. And those that know, if you was in the building where they would throw a word at you and you had to go off for 16 bars and you don't know what the word is, and you had to, you don't know what the beat is, and you had to go. And you was competing against 3 people. And then the crowd is going to go ahead and choose who the winner is. I can say this. Architect, let me get close to the camera, is the best, period, freestyler I've ever heard.
Yo, man. Yo, I'm humble, bro.
About freestyle 5 minutes. No stutter, no nothing. On the low, just, hey, you can drop the beat. I'll rap for freestyle for a good 8 minutes. And I'm looking at him like, hold up, bro. Seamlessly. Right. If those that didn't know, I'm letting y'all know. And this is coming from somebody who, you know, they hail me, be like, oh, Rich with the freestyle. Be like, I thought I was pretty good, to be honest.
Nah, bro, you are great, man. You more than pretty good, bro. Don't do that.
When I saw you, bro, talk to us about, you know, this innate freestyle ability that you have, man. Because part of being a lyricist, because you got a whole bunch of people got a great pen. But so not everybody could be like, just go off the top like that.
It's weird because it started off when I was like a kid, right? I used to stutter really badly when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, whatever. And I used to read the dictionary and encyclopedias just to like pronounce words. Because, you know, it'd be embarrassing. You go to, if I'm in school and the teacher say, can you read chapter 2? And now I'm stuttering and like kids is laughing at me. So it's like, I really wanted to like get over that. So I would just go look over words and just like try to use that and then pronounce that properly. But by doing that, I guess I retained a lot of those words or something like that. So it kind of just stuck with me. So when I started rapping, you know, I had a lot of like ammunition to pull from, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's just, the main thing about freestyling for me is I don't overthink it. Yeah, like I'll just say what's on my mind in the spot. You might have some times where like you might have a misstep. So like you might use like certain crutch words to lean on, and then you'll just look at something and then you'll go right back into it. Like it's not necessarily hard to freestyle, but making it connected is what really makes it like, oh, this will make it stand out. Because right now I can tell people in the chat or whoever watching, yo, rhyme something with hat. You could go black, Mac, pack, smack, lack. You know what I mean? But what makes all of that cohesive? So once you understand that, to me, I always equated to the same dynamic of if I'm Alicia Keys and I'm playing one of my songs, I still have to sing as well. So you have to divide your mind up. So what I'm playing, I'm also vocalizing with the next note, or, you know, it's just that same concept just applied to rap. And it just comes with practice.
Listen. A lyricist. Like you would definitely, you rap with the rappers and you're versatile. You have different pockets. Like you could get gritty, you could get commercial, you could rap fast, you could rap, you know, that's why I'm excited to have you on this card. You know what I mean? Because I think that what you have is definitely needed. So when you come that night, you know what I mean? I'm building up mad anticipation, bro. On your voice, bro. You one of them boys like, yo, if I gotta go after him, hey, now I gotta start. You start warming up now, like, because
bro, I feel like that's how the whole lineup gonna be, man. I feel like that's how everybody gonna be, like, cause it's when I was looking at everyone who like they've been posting, I was like, yo, this is really like a stacked lineup. Like these is all people who I like respect in the game. Like most of the people I do know, some I don't. Like C4, I don't think we ever had like a chance to like personally just chop it up, but I've been a fan of his music, and like he be getting busy on like bro, we from the same cloth, so it's like I love lyricism, but the main thing I love like people who know how to bring a show and not just like rap. You know what I mean? Like I ain't talking about don't rap over your vocals. Like you have I want to hear you. I want to hear like the passion. I want to hear the cadence, everything. I want you to engage me into whatever your performance is, whatever it's about. You know what I mean? Of course, it's always for God. We always gonna bring it up to God because that's where it's rooted in. But I don't want you to halfway do it. You know what I mean? God don't like lukewarm, so neither do I.
Listen, there you have it, folks. What's understood don't need to be explained. When we just said it, listen, I need y'all to get your tickets right now. April 20th.
It's only $10, y'all. That's less than Chipotle. Stop playing.
USA is going down, Jamaica, Queens, man. Yo, my bro Architect is gonna be in the building. You definitely don't want to miss it. Yo, salute to you, King, for joining in, man. On Real Rap 100, man.
Be outside, like Rain say.
Yeah. It don't stop, y'all. We gonna keep it going. Now we gonna go across the bridge. I took y'all. Went from the Bronx, detour back to Long Island, then we went to Harlem, and now we gonna go and we gonna cross the GW because we got one of Jersey's finest. Well, he's no stranger to the hip hop world, man. He's been definitely a general that's been putting it down, not only in the music but also for his community. You know what I'm saying? And also with the fashion when it comes down to the clothing, man. I need Real Rap 100 to show your love for my bro, Rik Montero. Rik Montero in the building.
Let's go, man. Bro? What's good, my brother? God bless you.
Yo, man, I'm excited, bro. April 20th, Bar Mania. What does it feel? What's the feel that you get how does it feel to be a part of this card, man?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. When they reached out to me, it's just a blessing, and then when I seen the card and everybody on there, I said, all right, it's gonna go crazy. But what I love the most, man, is when these events happen, it's an opportunity for us to get together. You know what I'm saying? For us to put on for Christ and fellowship and get to know each other. There's some artists there that I've already engaged with, you know what I'm saying? I met before, we kicked it, but then there's some that I haven't. So I always look forward to, the opportunity to be able to, lock in with same mind, same, Christ-like individuals. So it's just a blessing, man.
I'm excited to have you on the card. And one thing that I've always said about you, maybe never to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it right now. Even in a room full of, like I've seen you perform on numerous amounts of events. And there's something about, like, clearly you can rap. You know what I mean? Clearly you can rap. With this undeniable, you got bars. You're a spitter. You come from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? You definitely come from that cloth. But within your music, I hear your heart and your passion for people and your heart for God. And when you get off stage, and then when I encounter you, I feel that the grace that was in the bars is now what I see when you're talking and when you're fellowshipping. So Can you just speak on, your heart, man, and what motivates your pen to move?
Right. So whenever I write, like, if even if you see some of the stuff that I put out, it's really always, like what's in my heart. Whether I write a song giving a message to the youth, whether I write a song, that has to do with my family, whatever is in my heart, whatever I feel, inspired, I like to put it across. Sometimes I know, being from out here, being from the East Coast, your pen game always gotta be crazy. But I like to always, have the opportunity to be able to just express what's in my heart, or what is it that I care about. Growing up, some of my favorite MCs was like Tupac and DMX. And I believe that the reason that, they touch me so much is because the way they express, their situation or their life. And I had a connection with them, like a real strong connection. So I always wanted my music to kind of, be in the same way. I don't just want to put bars together and, worry about, I put this together in a way where, I'll land in whatever position from, the hottest MCs. I want people to get to know, like, this is Rik. You know what I'm saying? Right. When you meet me, I want the music to match the personality, match the heart. And I just do it, I thank God for, where I'm at now with making music, where it's like, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to, how could I tell you? I'm not trying to have like this career with, blowing up like when I was younger, that we was on, I was on the grind, we was trying to get the record deal. You outside, you rapping. Now it's more like, I'm thankful for the gift. When I have the time and go in the studio, I always want to be able to put something together, that can really, man, touch somebody,
Nah, I'm so glad you shared that, because it's you artists that definitely, I could feel that connectivity. And even as an artist, like you could get, as much as I love lyricism. I came up when I just wanted to be amazed to hear something that I've never heard before, or to see how people will put and collect different words together. I love that aspect. The oohs and the ahs, the punchlines, the rewind factor. I love that. But when you're able to say something like you just said, to say something that just resonates with somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? That resonate, that you can speak to somebody's experience. I think that trumps anything. That trumps any metaphor. That trumps any, you know what I mean? That any simile, you know what I mean? It trumps all that, because you said something that was so like impactful, man. And you're definitely one of the artists that embodies that, man. So with that being said, being on that card, what can we expect from Rik Montero set? You know what I mean? What can we expect? Because you got records with everybody, bro.
Yeah.
You one of the most sought after
Listen.
features, you know what I mean? And I know you got new stuff coming out. So what can we expect from Rik Montero?
Listen, man. One, we're going to turn up for Jesus. That's what I can tell you. We're going to turn up for the kingdom. I'm excited. I'm excited to see the artists that's going to be there and what they going to do. I'm always a fan, of just being in a place. And all I can tell you, man, is we're going to have some fun in Jesus' name. We're going to have some fun. And at the same time, man, I just pray that, hearts just get touched. Because it don't matter how many records, how many rapping we going to do. I know for a fact, Holy Spirit going to take over. I know Holy Spirit going to take over. And, we're going to see God just manifest in this. So I'm just super hyped about it.
I love, I'm so glad that, even to have you on, because I think in our art form, I believe what's missing, and I believe artists such as yourself, is outside of the lyricism, that heart and that ability to connect you want to convey the heart and mind of God with that.
Right.
You know, and you are definitely one of those artists that is needed. Like we need the whole gamut. Like, you know, everybody has something for somebody, man. And that heart. So I'm saying this, that if you're that person that will probably, I'm not so much into this particular style of rap because I like to listen sonically to X, Y, and Z. That's cool. Everybody like what they like. But also too, support brothers and sisters that are really out there to pour into, have the heart of God. We're trying to pour into people in a different form of fashion. Like, it's like at church, this me coming from a hip-hop background, a lot of the hymns I ain't jacking.
Right.
I'm just not, it just doesn't move me. You know what I mean? I know it got everybody else through. I'm not with that. But you know what? Being the fact that what they were saying, they were talking about the love of God and connecting with God. So you know what? I had to go ahead and connect with it. So if you're sitting there, you probably, I'm not into that style of rap, but listen to the words.
Right. I always say this, like, and you had the conversation, you know, you and Jarred Allstar and Lady Davina, you know, when you guys were talking about the intention, you know, and making music and writing. One of my things is the responsibility that we have as lyricists, you know. Whatever we write and whatever we're putting out there, it's a strong responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, you know, I'm gonna put these metaphors again, I'm gonna put this message out. Like, we're responsible for what we say. You know, everything that we put out. And it really shows your heart. You know what I'm saying? Out the abundance of the mouth, you know, the heart, the mouth speaks.
Right.
And where it takes me is, I remember when I used to, you know, make secular music, when I used to write secular, and I used to see the reaction that my boys would have to the secular music, like being outside, you know, hanging out on the block, midnight, they pulling up in a minivan, hanging out the minivan, drunk, listening to my music, and that day they want to go and they want, you know, get at their ops. And I remember what I used to rap about at that time, you know what I'm saying, was motivating, you know, people to do certain things. So today, you know, I sit there and I think about it, and it's like, yo, music is powerful. And we already see, especially with hip hop culture, you know what I'm saying, how it really dictates, you know, even the youth, the behavior of the youth. So anytime, you know, that I get there and write, I always take into consideration, I pray that if somebody hears this, and, you know, and it doesn't have to be, you know, someone that's Christian in the path, but if a youngin' hears this, it just lands on his Spotify. He wasn't even looking for it. I pray that if he was on his way to do something negative, that this song just ended up cutting into his playlist, and he could think about it. So sometimes we don't know, but your music could be saving lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll listen to some of the stuff that C4 puts out, you know, and I'll be like, man, you know, if this just jumps in a certain playlist of somebody that's having a hard day, bro, this could lift them. So we got to continue to, you know what I'm saying, be responsible when we write, and always do it in a way where, yo, could I be helping someone right now? You know, could my message be lifting someone right now? You know what I'm saying? It's good to rap for the rappers, but, you know, we Kingdom. So putting the messages out there, man, is always kind of where God leads my heart.
Yo, well said, man. I love how you put it together, man. I'm excited to see your set, and I'm excited to have you on this card, man.
Appreciate it.
What you got coming up? What you got coming up, bro? I know you. It gotta be a lot. So talk to people.
I'm working. You know, I do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So from the fashion aspect, as far as Proclaim goes, I've just been focusing, you know what I'm saying, on adding a couple little different things. Like, I just, you know, I ain't got these sunglasses just to have on. No, we ain't outside. Y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all make sure.
Promo.
Y'all make sure y'all go check these joints out on the website. You know, show love, Proclaim. And doing new music, man. As far as the music goes, I just tell everybody stay tuned, man. When it drop, it drop. You know what I mean?
Nah, man. I'm excited, man. I'm glad that you're gonna be a part, man. Yo, I need y'all to show some love for my bro Rik Montero, man, who's gonna be gracing the stage April 20th for Raw Mania. Salute to you, man. Much love,
Go,
King.
man. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless you.
Listen, there you have it, folks. That's some of the, some of the people that's gonna be there on the card, man. Big shout out to C4 Crotona. Big shout out to Jarred Allstar and Davina. Big shout out to Architect C4 Crotona, my bro Reigns, Rik Montero, who pulled up, man. And I'm so glad, that Rik shared what he shared, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. It's so much bigger than music. Shout out to my pastor Richie Righteous. He shared one of his songs, "No Mistakes." Was a song that people came forth and said, "Yo, this song stopped me from committing suicide." Which shows the impact of the music, man. And where people would think, oh, it's just rap music, or some people would think, oh, it's just rap music, something to entertain the youth. I've been in those circles. I've been there in the ER, where I saw somebody literally start the demonic manifestation as a rapper's rapping. Demonic manifestations start happening, and then brothers had to, put the mic down and start laying hands. I've been in the parks with Marcus Hall where we're having higher calling, and where I'm seeing the impact of the lyrics that have happened. Even myself, I've had people, when I come off stage, come and tell me, listen, something that you said in your song compelled me to want to give my life back to Christ, rededicate their lives back to Christ. And I'm not just talking, and I'm not talking youth. I'm talking about adults, because sometimes this genre is something it's been geared towards where, unfortunately, it's being thought of as something strictly for the youth, so that the youth can get involved, as if you're an adult, it doesn't reach me because I'm, whatever, which is error. God used what he wants, when he wants, and however he wants to do it. You know what I mean? And he uses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, man. And it's just like God to use it's just like God to use something as foolish as rap music and use it to lead folk back to him. He called us to be fishers of men. We just use rap as bait in order to reel them in. Amen. And with that being said, April 20th, ticketsource.co. It's going down. Bar Mania at Church City, USA. Get your tickets at 139-35. That's the place. Church City, USA, 139-35, 88th Avenue, Jamaica, Queens, New York. Make sure that you are in the building. Get your tickets. It's only $10, man. We got a star-studded card. Shout out to Marcus Hall. Shout out to Kingdom Time Entertainment, man. It's going to be a movie. You need to be in the building. Don't miss it. We getting ready to sign off. Salute. www.ticketsource.us. Go ahead.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap and we keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kingdom Time Entertainment presents another epic event, Bar Mania, the Lyricist Showdown. Bringing to you some of the dopest CHH lyricists on the East Coast. Featuring live on the night will be Lyricy, D-Will,
MOG's back stronger than ever, this for my city. So I don't need permission for people on the committee.
Architect,
Hot on my shame, it was dirty and low down. Keenan Wayne's in this color, I'm
Lady Davina.
I'm a little Esther, I was saved by grace. And a little Deborah, they gon' judge my place.
Richard Dauphin.
And me, I'm just trying to change the narrative, but they don't want me in the game. I'm Colin Kaepernick.
Rik Montero.
Won't play fair when it comes to deliverance. We casting legions to demons, stone cold.
C4 Crotona.
The difference between beef and war. Anointing oil, you want to squeegee, wipe the curses off a Ouija board.
Jarred Allstar.
God said, if you smell it loud, that's the real rock. Rapping with the ghost, gotta sound like D-Block.
Making a guest appearance on the night will be Selah the Corner.
I speak life to the heretic. Yes, you are a definite. I can hear him clearly, you could never try to deafen it. Love
It all takes place on Saturday, April 20th, live from Church City, USA, Jamaica, New York. Doors open 7 p.m. Admission is only $10. Tickets are available at www.ticketsource.us. Come and experience lyrical excellence at its best. Don't miss the history. Make sure you're in the building.
This is your moment.
y'all gotta understand, there's nothing like the Kingdom Choice Awards on the planet.
This is Real Rap 100, where we have a real rap. We keep it 100. Hosted by Marcus Hall.